Reddit by Reddit recap. Singles of Reddit. What do you like most about being single? I save a ducking boatload of money and can do what I please. I work nights and like a nap during the day, so I do it. I am an audiophile and like to spend money on music and related items, so I do. I'm perfectly content, for the time being, to be single. Last GF was dating another dude behind my back and the stress nearly killed me, so duck it for a while. I was single for almost all of my 20s. I miss setting the thermostat to whatever temperature I want. Also sleeping in and lying around all weekend playing video games. I don't really drink anymore, but going out and doing whatever and staying out as late as I wanted was pretty nice. I miss walking around at home naked in undies and not feeling weird about it. Knowing the only messes in your apartment are yours. There's something slightly maddening about cleaning up the same messes of another person every day. It was a lot easier to stay at my goal weight, because I only ever bought food for myself that was within my diet restrictions. But with a family, there are so many snacks. The struggle is real. I can do what I want whenever I want. Well, actually I still gotta help my family and go to work, and that pretty much drains my entire social battery. I enjoy not worrying about their success. Life can be difficult, so supporting and putting personal struggles on the back burner to do so can be exhausting. Overall, a healthy relationship is still my favorite, but single is much better than an unhealthy one. It's freedom and peace of mind. Ample amount of own time. No unnecessary longing or waiting of any kind. You can flirt with whoever you want without having to worry about its implications. Can go off the grid for days without having to explain it to somebody. Can watch movies of your preference. No unnecessary drama of any kind. No long boring stories to listen to. A lot of time for friends. You can develop a general love for life as your heart has a lot of space and peace. There are a few downsides as well, but it's much better than a forced high maintenance relationship. There are studies which say that a single person is some kind of malfunctioning being, but the purpose of life is not getting in a relationship. Relationships are supposed to be a part of our life, but most people create their lives around one, and that's just totally wasting the potential of it. Not having to share a bed. Not having to share your food, your space, your free time, your time out with friends. But best of all, not having to have unnecessarily long discussions on where to eat. Married father here chiming in. The thing I miss most about being single is the ability to act purely in your own self-interest without having any sense of guilt or responsibility to another person. And I'm not even talking about something with high stakes. I'm talking about something as simple as wanting to eat an entire bag of Skittles without sharing with another person. Don't get me wrong. I love sacrificing for my family and sharing any and everything I have with my wife and kid. But when you're single, you have the ability and right to make every tiny decision based on your own self-interest or selfishness. And that's something I sometimes miss on a very simple rudimentary level. What I like most about the single life versus living together with my ex is getting solid alone time. I like hanging out with people, but I need 1 or 2 nights a week just being by myself to keep sane. Been together with my current girlfriend for 6 years, but we don't live together. It's the best of both worlds. We go on vacations, go out for dinner, host game nights, have a dog together, etc. But a couple of days a week we just spend alone time in our respective homes. Not getting dragged into lame events with her family that essentially ruin my weekend. Oh no, I totally want to drive 3 hours and hang out with your family this weekend. I had these crazy plans to relax, maybe go for a bike ride, have some beers by pool, go to a movie with our friends, etc. But you're right, let's drive 3 hours away to listen to your family argue about politics, eat bland food, and sleep on a futon. Sounds great. I can be spontaneous and do shit without having to plan or negotiate with another person. I drove to Montreal last April, and the year before that I flew to Hawaii for a week. The Hawaii trip was really only planned a month before. and Montreal was just a duck it. I'm going to Canada thing that happened the moment I got my passport. Being single and being in a relationship both have their benefits and drawbacks. A lot of people spend their time single wishing they were in a relationship and take for granted the benefits being single has. When you're single, the biggest benefit is freedom. You can do whatever you want whenever you want. You don't have to worry about going out for dinners or going out of your way to show someone else you love them. When you're single, you get to go out of your way to love yourself. Devote some time to your hobbies. Go be active. Join clubs. Study hard for school. Have fun with friends. Chill out by yourself and watch the shows on Netflix you really enjoy. I like to think of being single as the best opportunity you have to improve yourself, so that when you do find a partner, they'll love you as the great person you've made yourself to be. Obviously you can spend some time searching for your special someone as well. That's fine and dandy, as being in a relationship has benefits too. The main one is experiencing love and closeness with another human being, and finding someone who has your back and someone you can spend time and make memories with. Just remember that if you don't have that now, that's okay. If you want a relationship, you're gonna have that at some point. Don't worry. However, if you spend all your time single moping around about that fact, then when it comes time to try and impress someone, you're not gonna have much to talk about other than your past relationships or not much more. I'd like to think someone who spends their time well with hobbies and such will be seen as more attractive than someone who mopes around whenever they're not in a relationship. So love yourself. Being able to do that in excess is the best thing about being single. That stuff can just happen. If I want to change my entire weekend plans, bam, done. If I stumble upon a thing that happens and want to participate, boom, done. If I don't want to talk to anyone, kabalam, done. I can do whatever I want in my own home whenever I want. No extra obligations outside of what I do for myself, so less having to worry about a second person's needs. My stuff is all my own. There aren't belongings of someone else taking up any space. Everything is always right where I left it. I can legitimately have actual peace and quiet if I want it. Not having to worry about avoiding fights or hurting someone's feelings over really trivial. Just generally less stress in my life because of it. No need to spend money on anniversaries, Valentine's Day, etc. Or more money on birthdays and Christmas. My money is all my own. I know some couples who share income or call it their money even if only one person is making it duck that noise. I don't have to consult anyone over purchases, changes in my life, or anything of the sort. I just do what I wish. No children. I know that a lot of people love kids, but I can't stand them. Bonus perk, using the bathroom with the door open. All of my is exactly where I left it when I get home. My bed is still made, my dishes are still done, my food is still there, my clothes are still clean, and nothing is missing from my cash stash. If I want to stay up late and watch movies or listen to music, I can. If I want to go to bed early and use the whole bed, I can. If I want to go out and have a few drinks with my friends, I can. I never have to laugh at unfunny memes found on Facebook, or explain why I'm laughing so hard at anything. I never have to justify my joy. I'm my own person, full, complete, and content, and no one can drain that from me. This is what I love about being single. The main thing is that I can live my own life. No drama, fights, etc. I have my friends which are the same thing, and are reliable to talk to. Not having someone constantly upset with me, home from work early, angry because he couldn't have had dinner ready earlier. It's okay. I can do chores while you cook. I don't need to eat the instant I walk in the door. Home from work slightly, 20 minutes later than normal, dinner ruined, inconsiderate and selfish. Did the laundry, but didn't include his stuff, selfish. Did the laundry, included his stuff, did it wrong. Now he needs to do it again, complained the entire time. Didn't have an opinion on what to watch, not engaged in relationship, made him feel unloved. Asked a hypothetical question about which character in a show was the sexiest. Obviously accused him of cheating. Don't trust him. 15 minutes of shouting followed by storming out and door slamming. Yeah, I'm way too tired and old for that anymore. My cats love me unconditionally and hopefully will eat my body once I die, suitably lowering funeral costs for my loved ones. The fact that I have no obligations to anyone on a daily basis outside of my family and all I gotta do is worry about myself. Also I get to use all my money for me. Love being single. Been single for 5 years. Main takeaways. Can wake up early or sleep in without have a moody person to deal with. I can eat anywhere and it's always affordable because it's just me. The weekends are exciting because I'm not obligated to attend so's brother's daughter's birthday party etc. I can listen to the music that I love at all times. Can go see any movie I want and it's cheap when you go by yourself. Ultimately I feel that I've learned so much more about the world and how to live in it because I'm not waiting or depending on another person to accomplish tasks. Best comment of the day. I'm 29 and I've spent the last 11 years constantly in a relationship. 4 serious relationships nearly all back to back. I've realized that I don't know myself, nor how to love myself, because I've been too busy loving other people and molding myself into whatever they want me to be. I completely disregarded my own needs in favor of being a good boyfriend, but the irony is that doing that inherently doomed those relationships. In being single since January, I've gotten to know my own habits, become more confident in my own opinions, become more dependent on myself, and I'm learning to trust my own judgment. Most importantly, I'm learning to just be myself, even if some people think I'm weird, intense, emotional, or stupid. I've also decided that when the right person comes into my life, we'll work our hardest to be good communicators and not to be codependent. We'll enrich each other's lives through being ourselves and living our own lives. In the meantime though, I'll continue to go to sleep and wake up as early or as late as I choose in the very middle of my bed and spin death metal on vinyl at any hour.